Okay, what do you think is the toughest room of the house to clean? Let's talk about it. Back in a minute. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Jan. Welcome to another episode on this channel, the Save Money and More with Jan channel. How you doing today? I bet right away, many people think the first thing in their head is, what is the toughest room of the house to keep clean? And they'll say, the bathroom. Some of you might have said this correct answer. It's actually the kitchen. Wah, wah. Hey, listen, it is a knee jerk reflex to think the bathroom. I mean, for obvious reasons, it's lots to maintain, different things to maintain it for, etc., etc. But let's talk today about frugal ways to keep our kitchens clean. Why are kitchens the toughest room in the house to keep clean? Well, the toughest room to keep clean is the kitchen, and it's not why you might think, okay? Some people might think because, oh, well, I'm only because it's cooking. That's part of it, but that's not all of it. Think about it. There's a high traffic volume in the kitchen. People are in the kitchen all the time. That's for one reason. The other reason is there's a lot of things like food spillage. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. And let's not forget about the greasy surfaces that we work around and clean all the time. Example, like our cooktops, our countertops. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How about the little appliances? Little appliances, the pots, the pans, the dishes, the dishwasher itself, and of course, let us not forget our dear old refrigerator, which I do highly recommend to keep an eye on your refrigerator cleanliness at least once a week, every 7 to 10 days, depending on your lifestyle. And that's the truth, depending on your lifestyle. But honestly, it is just easier to maintain when you do a little bit frequently than have to do a lot of it not so frequently. Am I right or am I right? I mean, these greasy surfaces, and appliances that regularly need to be kept clean, they usually require deep cleaning, not even just frequent cleaning, but also deep cleaning. Okay. So this really, you have to give a lot of attention to. But let's think about why. I mean, it's frequent usage. It's not just like sitting there. There's a lot of traffic going in and out of the kitchen all the time. If you live in a multi personal home, meaning there's a lot of people in your house and in the kitchen, just imagine like how often we have to work with these situations. And again, the multiple surfaces like the sink and the countertop. A lot of people, for some reason, they let their sinks go, which is kind of creepy and kind of scary. I'm not even talking about the folks that let things sit in their sink and at least run some hot sudsy water and you leave it there a little bit. But I'm talking about like sometimes when people just like let things go. That can never be good. We're going to eat food that comes out of that kitchen, that we're cooking, that we're consuming. We have to make, even in my opinion, or even factually, be so careful of avoiding contamination of food that we're eating. So we need, for obviously obvious reasons, to keep our kitchen clean. Now let's not forget that I mentioned the word frugal ways. Well, if you think about it, number one, people get bogged down with spending way too much money on a cleanser, kitchen cleanser. Go look around, get the discounts wherever you can of your favorite kitchen cleaning uses that you use, cleansers. Some people make their own. No judgment. Does it work? It's up to you to make that determination. But I'll tell you one thing. Now, people say things about vinegar. Vinegar is not a disinfectant. No, it is not a disinfectant. What vinegar does do is cut down on grease. Okay. So, as far as degreasing a drain, I have found vinegar or vinegar containing products very useful for keeping the kitchen drain clear. That I will absolutely vote for upper high points for the vinegar. I'm just saying. Now, here's some things that we can do that cost us absolutely zero, other than, if you will, elbow grease, that can really keep our kitchens neat and clean, tidied up, and safe to work with. And it costs us zero. They're more in the realm of habits. Okay, so good kitchen cleaning habits cost us zero, other than being more mindful. What do I mean by that? Well, there are a few things. Number one, clean up as we go along. Yeah, a common practice like that. Cleaning up as we go along absolutely decreases a lot of the situations. Next, wiping up spills immediately. If there's a food spillage, you spill some milk on the floor, or whatever it is you spill, if something else goes on the floor, clean that up right away. No negotiating, no waiting till you're off the phone. Clean it up right away. One could always make the phone call back, in my opinion. Certain things should be done quickly, not later, quickly. And it also makes your job cleaning it up a lot easier. That's the truth. Wash the dishes right away. But Jan, I don't have time all the time to wash my dishes right away. At the very least, start soaking your dishes right away. Okay? That's at the very absolute least. Don't wait. Wait, wait. Did you ever get a little bit of a fried egg spill on a plate and you let it sit there even just a few minutes longer? Trust me, it feels like you're scrubbing glue off of the plate. Clean up obvious messes right away. That doesn't cost you anything. That's a frugal thing to do. In fact, I would consider that as part of this, as working as we go along. If I'm eating a fried egg sandwich and some of it spills on my plate, I'm wasting not even 1 second cleaning that off, because it could turn into a gluey, ooey substance. That's just a tiny example. That's just a tiny example. So washing the dishes right away costs you nothing, but just get it over with. Regularly wipe down the countertops. Don't wait for the grease to become so thick that it's really a chore and a half. No. Again, and this is part of working as you go along. If we tackle the problems as they're small and as they're little, they are so easy to keep clean. So wash your dishes right away. Regularly wipe down the countertops. This is very, very important. Scrub down the sink. How many forget to scrub down the sink? After you're done with your meals, the very last thing, one of the very last things you might decide to do is to right away scrub down the sink. Okay, clean it off. Make sure you drain. Like when you run the water, the drain goes down easily. If not, pour a little bit of vinegar and baking soda, and keep on top of that. You'll never have a problem. In my opinion, you'll never have a problem with your sink if you do things like that after each and every use. Here's something that people forget that we do all the time. Well, we should be doing all the time, and that's part of our kitchen cleanup. It's emptying the trash. Emptying the trash, especially kitchen trash, daily. Empty that out daily. Don't let it go to the rooftop. Get rid of it daily. I'm telling you, it goes back to the same thing over and over again. Doing little jobs frequently, as opposed to letting things pile up all over the place. You don't want trash laying around the kitchen. Nobody wants trash laying around the kitchen. Don't forget about the small appliances. Use your microwave. How many times there are microwave spills, right? Clean that right away when it's as soon as it's done. I think everything seems to go back to the same rule, cleaning up as you go along. How many of you thought in the beginning of this video, of this audio video, that the toughest room to keep clean in the house would be a bathroom? I bet. But actually, at the end of the day, the most frequently cleaned up room, because of the most trafficked room and the multiple uses from the room, is the kitchen. A lot of functionality goes with the kitchen, but with that functionality goes the responsibility to the kitchen. Let's hope this video clip works, because I would like to remind you to do the following. Come on, video clip. Thank you so very much for being here, and I really do appreciate everybody's time. Everything that I mentioned, as far as keeping the kitchen clean, requires more of a mental observation and just a little bit of elbow grease, which costs us absolutely nothing but being there and just getting the job done. Thank you so much again. Have an amazing, fantastic day. Don't forget to click like, share, and of course, subscribe. We should also do what this lady does. Have an amazing, fantastic day. Take good care of yourself and your amazing family.